Hey, welcome Gopher fans, Andy O'Connor, along with Lance Boyum and Rick Irish. Well, Lance, we're ready to kick things off for the 2024 Gopher football season. Been a long summer, and we're ready to get some football played on what is probably one of the best Friday nights for football we've had in quite some time.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous evening tonight, considering the beginning of the week it was hot and humid.
Yeah.
You were hoping that stuff was going to move out, and thank goodness last night the rains came in, moved that out. We got a gorgeous evening. Right now, we're going to play Red Wing Wingers, a team that we have not played that I ever remember, at least Chatfield playing in football. So last year, Red Wing 1-8. Moved down from 4A to 3A just a couple of years ago. Had one win last year. That was against La Crescent Hoka. Obviously, the Gophers coming off a 7-3 season where things went pretty well. They started out hot. They had a couple of hiccups there midway through that season, then ended up losing to Dover Yoda in the playoffs. But the nice thing about high school football is you always lose some people, but you get some new folks that step in, and it's fun to see how they're going to respond and how they're going to write their own story.
Yes. Well, let's get our national anthem here. We've got Scott Schmaltz here once again on the announcing. Well, Lance, as you were alluding here right before the anthem was played, you know, you lose some folks, you gain some others. The one thing I think we got going for us here, like you mentioned, we lost some skill position players here. We lost a little speed on the outside, some experience in the wide receiver position, I think. However, I think our line gained a ton of experience over the last 2 years, and the size-wise, we should match up very well against most ball clubs.
Yeah, I got returning players, Jacob Stevens, Mitchell Hinckley, Ethan Cole. Weston Nolte will take over for the Hammer at center this year. And then we do got some experience there at quarterback. With Carson Rowland, he'll come back. He'll start at the QB position, so it's nice to have that little experience, especially at that position. And then along with that, we'll have Chase Johnston. He'll be running the ball this year. Didn't get a lot of carries because we had Cale Schott. He was the workhorse. And we'll see what Chase can do. We do have one injury, DeAndre Williams, who we expected that would probably see some carries also, but I think he's got a bummed up leg, so he's not even dressed this evening.
Yeah, we also had Benny Carrier. I think I want to say he's playing the H-back position, or he's probably on the slot more so. He ended up with some very big plays last year as well. Also plays a really nice D-back on the defensive side. I think Coach Johnson, last time I spoke with him here, a lot of the same things going on offensively here. Some different wrinkles thrown in there. I think some of those motions maybe going to be just a tad different and maybe flow just a bit more than they did the last couple of years. Defensively, they went with a different set. So it'll be fun to see the changes there.
Yeah, I think he made mention in an interview that most teams know our base offense. Everybody's seen it. You can scout it. Obviously, you still got to execute it, and the defense still has to defend it. But maybe throwing in a little bit different things, like you said, some movement, pre-snap stuff, get some motion and that just to mix it up for the offense, to give them a different look and maybe think, oh, who am I supposed to be guarding?
Right. Well, we look at the starting lineups there. We mentioned Weston Nolte. He's got a couple years' experience under his belt. He moved inside to center this year. He was playing guard. Jackson Bernard slid in over there, and Jackson's running about, I think, 2.25 roughly. So we've potentially here, we've always had one guard there. There's pretty much a road grader. The other one is pulling. But we've got some athletic guards here. I think we can go either way with both of them.
Yeah, and speaking of Jackson Bernard being a big fella now on the line.
Yeah.
In 5th and 6th grade, he was our quarterback.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
How things change, you just never know how things pan out as they go up and mature and get bigger. So glad to see Jackson going to be there on the line doing his thing.
Well, and then you bookend with the tackles with Jakey Stevens and Ethan Cole on at the left side and Jake on the right. We should be able to exert some will at some point in the running game.
And they just called Kaysen Johnson, who's probably, is he going to flip-flop with maybe Ben Carrier a little bit, or is he?
I think so. Well, Benny's starting out on the outside, so Kaysen must take that one that, Luke always played that inside. Maybe Kaysen's going to take that. So the one thing here, we'll see what we've got. We've had the luxury here the last few years of being able to rotate defensive linemen in and out. And we'll see what we start with here tonight. And being a little bit warmer here, start of the year, do we just keep rolling kids through and try to keep everyone as fresh as possible?
Well, on paper, Chatfield should win this game, but you never know. It's the first game. We've never seen Red Wing play, just going off their records from the last couple of years. Anyways, it is the first game of the season. You still need to execute. You got to take care of the ball.
Yep.
You got to do your job defensively and just get after it. So hopefully they do that and can get out to a lead and just keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, and we've this is always interesting here. We've historically played several sophomores here in the special teams, and they get in on kick coverage, punt coverage. So they all have to learn on the fly. Well, not on the fly per se. They've been practicing with it for the last few weeks, but someone on the other side that has more malicious intent than your teammate, it's a little different story at times. So they'll grow up as well. Back to return. Looks like
got Tobin McMahon on the far side.
Kaysen over here.
Tough to see. We got some sun right in our eyes.
So we should mention here, Ricky's. We're in our temp spot here until our penthouse suite gets done later this year. So we're bringing it to you as best we can. Boy, Tobin takes it, makes a nice cut back through the middle. Boy, good saving tackle there.
Boy, just a nice job getting that ball and getting in there and following his blocks. He didn't turn it on too much right away. He let his blockers get down there and make some hits and just kind of knifed his way through there in a nice return for the Gophers.
Some good patient running there, waiting for things to set up by Tobin, and good tackle to save that. He had breaks one more tackle there. He's got a few more yards. So they'll take over his great field position at the 46-yard line of on our side of the field. H-back in motion. Going to run to the outside here with Chase Johnson. He's going to cut. He's going to put a foot in the ground and cut up. Nice run by Chase.
Boy, nice job getting to the outside there. Good job by the offensive line, making a little bit of a seal. And he was just short 9 yards on that carry.
So we saw Chase run a couple of years ago in that playoff game against Blue Earth, and that's when you really got to see him run the ball. You see him in JV in 5th and 6th grade, 7th and 8th, but got some good time here toward the end of that year.
Crossed, and that'll be a first down for the Gophers.
So Ethan Eichhoff back. Good to see him back. He got hurt last year and had surgery on that knee. And he's been so patient coming back here and doing his rehab. And, You know, you saw him a few weeks ago, and he said, I got fully cleared, ready to go. So good for him. He's playing that H-back position. He's going to reset to the left side. Now he's coming back. And they're going to run right behind him, and good pickup on first down.
So Johnston with his second carry, 5 yards, 14 total for the game.
Well, we'll see if we pull that ball out and hit that seam pattern to Ben. Carson's gone with that motion every play so far, and going to keep it up the middle. Nice job plugging that hole there, just to gain up a couple there.
Nice pursuit there, number 10 for the Wingers. Isaac Wiles come down the line there, make that tackle for a minimal gain of 2.
Well, a shout out to the guys in lacrosse tonight. They said they were going to be watching. Oh, Carson's going to take that one
kind
himself.
Of a quick snap there, caught kind of our own guys a little bit off their guard. Picks up a 1 short.
Yeah, 2 yards. We've been ripping off some chunks of yardage here over tackle. We'll see if we just don't go back to bread and butter. Reset with Chase.
And we're going to switch our guard and tackle there on the left side.
And Carson's just going to follow that right through, and that, just going to get it.
Yeah, it looks like on the second effort there, he should have made it by at least the length of the football.
So another first down here on this drive, and what's been pretty methodical so far. We always talk when we go to the youth football games, hey, let's just get the snap off. And this one is, it's kind of on the same level, a little different though, but let's just get our feet wet here and
yeah, 5 straight run plays for the Gophers, and first down, probably not going to see, well.
First pass here for Carson Rowland. Oh, the middle. Good pass break up there, intended for Kason Johnson. There's that seam route.
Yeah,
nice
Callan
job.
Beard, the senior for the Wingers on that deflection. Looked like that maybe came out of his hand just a little bit awkward as it kind of had that down angle on the ball as it was going out there.
Good job getting up and contesting that pass. Well, the clock stops here.
Boy, nice job, Ben Carrier, bringing that ball in right over the middle and was able to get upfield for a close to a first down. Just going to be short 9 yards on that pass play.
That's a nice little delay over the middle to Benny. 3rd and 1. We're going to go up the middle to Chase Johnson. Boy, they plugged that hole. They had their linebacker right there ready to go, and he's going to be maybe a little bit on the...
They're going to say 4th down, picked up about a half yard.
My play calling says let's do something crazy, but we probably should pick up the first down with 4th down, yeah.
Well, I think they're just going to go right back up the middle. We'll see if he delays maybe a little bit, tries to get off tackle. There he goes.
So Carson Rowland going to pick up that first down. You know, I impressed here with the middle of that line of Red Wing right now. They're standing us up. We're not getting a ton of drive right at the moment here.
Yeah, I can't get a number on who the nose guard is, but yeah, doing a good job stuffing that. Probably the linebackers also.
Carson going to roll out, loft that one over, sideline to end zone. And was he in?
And I believe so. Side official there might have slipped.
Touchdown for the Gophers.
Touchdown there, 17 yards out. Rolling to Carrier on the connection.
Well, a nice little loft there over to the sideline into the end zone. Gophers going to go for 2. I'm not sure who we've got kicking this year, or 100%, but as we've seen in the past, it'd be nice to really get that part of the game going. That's very important there. And Carson's just going to follow through. Boy, good pursuit. And
yeah, that was number 20, Amir Cruz from the linebacker position, got through there and tracked down Roland for really no gain, maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, really nice job of this side of their defense stretching things out, and then Cruz just came in there and made that play. Nonetheless, here we've got a 6-0 lead here with a nice, good methodical first drive for the Gophers, and we lead 6-0 with 7:15 to play in this first quarter. This is, it's kind of reminiscent of a couple years or a few years back where we're just kind of grinding it out, and then hit a couple of plays here and there. But I think our line is going to eventually start popping things off here a little bit as well.
Yeah, our first play was 9 yards. That was Chase Johnston to the outside for 9, and then after that it was 5, 2, and a couple other 2s and a 4, and then the touchdown pass was 17 yards to Carrier.
Yeah, I think we can hit the outside. Inside, they've been doing a really nice job hitting those gaps, and linebackers seemed pretty clean here toward the end of that drive. They were getting some pretty good penetration here up the gut. I suppose we have Sarah Jean and Jolene watching from home.
Sarah and Jenny. Jenny Allen watching.
Jenny. Well, Gophers to kick off, and we'll get a look here at the return team from Red Wing, and Gophers kick coverage team going to come up and take that one about the 15-yard line. Nice burst up the middle. Good return.
So it'll be interesting to see here what kind of offense Red Wing runs. Not sure if they spread it out or they keep it in tight. If they're more like most high school teams, are probably more run heavy than they are pass.
Just in warm-ups, I was kind of getting the gist that that we may be maybe a little RPO-ish.
Looks like the starting QB for the Wingers is number 9, Adam Rowe, who is a senior.
Fake to the outside. They're going to get that screen. Nice job staying home. That's Cole Raymaker. Big Red. Well, good job of staying home there. I like that play design there, and he carried that fake out very nicely. Cole just stayed home on that backside. Quick hitter to the outside. Breaks the
nice
tackle. Ooh, they didn't be close to a first down unless he stepped out.
Yeah, 23, Kean Danager came up hard, but shrugged him off, and number 4, Keegan Knutson for the Wingers picked up about 7 yards.
And it's going to be very close to the first down, just shy.
Got to fake the handoff and then just fouled that running back into the hole.
Almost looks a little bit like St. Charles's offense, wait, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Those quick hitters, and then well, we won't get any Smalley updates here tonight, but I did talk to Titan at Caden's graduation, and he was on his way to Europe, I think.
Yeah, there's Norway, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still, he had surgery on his knee, so he's still not back or been cleared to play, but he's getting there. He's getting close.
Wow, they're going to stop him up on 4th down. Oh. Wow.
Well, I was watching the block that kept going downfield.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were able to stuff that up, and a huge defensive stance there for the Gophers.
Yeah, Weston ended up popping through the line and stood his guy up and took care of business there. Nice job. Well, 5:23 to play. Gophers up 6-0 with the ball back after turning it over on downs. One wide to this side. Well, we got it jumping on, or encroachment rather. It's a really slight tweak in how we're lined up here. We've got Benny almost in tandem over there with Kaysen on the outside. And then Mason Creeder over here by himself. And in on this possession, Ryan Eichhoff is in at the H-back. And Chase will get it, going to make one cut. Oh, good job stopping him up there, but still a run of 10 yards again.
Yeah, nice move. Bounce that to the outside. And lucky for Red Wing, they were there to make that tackle. Looked like if he could have got past that tackler, he would have had some room to the outside.
Yeah, one more move here to the outside, and good job breaking down and stopping him. Well, 2nd down and short. We're going to go down the seam again, lofted up.
Oh, he had him.
Ooh. Nice effort there laying out by Kaysen Johnson. I like the play call there.
Yeah.
2nd and short.
Kaysen had him beat by about 4 steps. Just past the outstretched arms on the dive.
Well, clock stops here, 4:39 to play. Third and 1 here for the Gophers. Chase Johnston resets. And he's going to pick it up in a nice burst through the middle for about 4 yards. Well, 1st down for the Gophers from the 34-yard line. Once again, up the middle, and good job, Chase, keeping those feet moving.
Yeah, the offensive line doing their job, getting 3 to 4 yards of pop. That's all you need. That time, about 5.
We haven't really gotten too exotic run-wise, other than a couple of quarterback keepers to the outside that they've done a nice job stringing it out. Just have really pounded the middle. Going to pull that out. Back to pass. Going to get to the outside. Going to take it himself. And he'll pick up a couple of yards there. Tanner on the tackle for Red Wing. 3rd down and manageable. About 3rd down and a long 4, we'll call it. Schmaltzy agrees.
Well, being on their 28, if they don't get it on 3rd down, they'll definitely go for it on 4th.
See if you've noticed on the sideline, a new tarp down here on the Gopher sideline. Looks nice. That one had probably gotten to end of life. We'll call her that. Oh, we get Raymaker in there at quarterback for a little bit.
Just the direct snap and off to the races. And number 5, Brock Jakuski on that tackle, linebacker senior.
Carson Rowland check back in. Kaysen will come back onto the field. They had a little different package in there.
Well, on this far side here, let's see, last time they had Ben Carrier just kind of went to open space, sat down, and they threw a strike to him, and he was able to get the first down. We'll see if they go back to something similar to that, but it looks like Coach Johnson's going to take the timeout.
We're going to talk things over.
So football starts for everyone this week. Last night there was a few games. Tonight a bunch of games around the area. One big one is down in, I think they're playing in Leroy. That would be Leroy Ostrander versus Kingsland. See if I can't get an update on that score. And excuse me, that is at Kingsland. Kingsland leads at 6-0 over Leroy Ostrander early, midway, excuse me, through that first quarter. Another 9-man action. Spring Grove leads Alden Conger 6-0. So 4th and about 6 yards here. The Gophers back to pass is rolling, and he's looking down, and he's got Kaysen Johnson for the first down. Nice throw and catch there.
Well, first down here for the Gophers. Nice out pattern throw in there.
Yeah, 15 yards on the completion. Johnson's first catch of the game. He had another one where he was open down the seam, not able to connect. But here can't get a first down. The ball spotted on the 8-yard line of Red Wing.
Back to pass again into the flats, and Kaysen's going to cut inside. Touchdown, Gophers. That'll make it 12-0. Nice quick pass out there to Kaysen.
So the second touchdown toss for Carson Rowland. The first one 17 yards to Ben Carrier. This one 8 yards to Kaysen Johnson.
Gophers lining up once again to go for 2 to make this 14-0. Last time tried to get Carson to the outside for that play, and they did a really nice job of stringing it out. We're going to go tandem over here on this side with Ben and Kaysen. Ethan Eichhoff to reset to the left, and he's going to roll out to his right and look to run it himself and not get in there. He's going to be down at about the 2-yard line, so that conversion's no good. Once again, good pursuit to the outside by the Wingers.
So the second touchdown of the first quarter for the Gophers, 12-zip. Chatfield took advantage of stopping the Wingers on 4th and inches on their own 46-yard line, so we had great field position to start this drive and march down with 2:33 left to go in the first quarter. Strike to Kaysen Johnson, just a nice little design play there. Quick out to the outside, at kind of a lead blocker there with Ben Carrier clearing it out.
Yeah, little bit different offensive look. A lot of the same tendencies here, but a couple of things different. Not too crazy.
Carrier with a nice kick. That's going to land about the goal line.
Wow.
And that's going to be a touchback. It's been a while since the Gophers had a touchback.
Who was that kicked that? Was it Benny?
Ben Carrier.
Benny the Bull.
Must have been taking lessons from Nate Scary.
He did.
Somewhere.
He's got the Scary Performance Center.
Yeah. Crack your back and we'll do kickoffs.
We're gonna I got a bag of footballs here in the back room. We'll go and kick. Well, 20-yard line here for Red Wing. 2:33 to play still in the first quarter. On what has become an incredibly beautiful evening here with the sun going down at Burnat's Field. Man in motion to the left side. They're going to go a little option type action. Pitch out.
Oh, and he was able to hang on to that. Looked like that was going to be close because he got
nice
hit
job.
about the same time as he caught it.
So Kean Danager on the stop. He pretty good job running that option. Held on to the ball as long as he could. We strung it out there, and Kean, did a really nice job taking care of his responsibility on that outside.
Nice job there, number 64.
Yeah.
Jackson Bernard.
Jackson Bernard in there along with Chase Johnson cleaning things up. Jackson's just kind of dancing around in those gaps and looking for a spot to pop through. And we've got Caleb Austin playing nose tackle now, so I'm not sure who number 75 is on the program. He's not in there.
Not in there.
We got Ethan Cole on that far side, Caleb Austin in the middle. Good job stuff in the middle there by the Gophers. I think what the difference is here, we've got potentially 3 down linemen, maybe just 2 at certain times. But we've got those linebackers basically playing on the inside right up on the line. So you can either call it a 3-5 or 5-3, however it goes.
Yeah, the Gophers just quick off the ball. There's just nothing for the wingers to do.
Well, clock under 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Wingers snap, good snap back. Oh, almost blocked. Going to be picked up at the 48-yard line. Return to the outside. That's Kason Johnson again. Nice job just turning on the burners, getting what he could get down on the sideline.
And we got our 3rd flag with 4 seconds left to go. We'll see that flag is way over on the far side.
We have some couple get mixed up on the backside there.
We got the white hat mic'd up there.
Yeah. We have moved into the 21st century, Lance.
We're getting there.
So penalty on the backside of that run, and the Gophers are going to have it at the 22-yard line of the Wingers. And
boy, great field position again on the 22-yard line of Red Wing.
Nice quick hitter at the outside to Kaysen again. Couple of moves. Well, that's Ben Carrier. He's going to come all the way across the defense and score.
Boy,
Touchdown,
nice job,
Gophers.
Ben.
Benny looked like he was stopped up there, made a couple of good cuts. Came all the way across the field and scored the third touchdown of the ball game for the Gophers.
Yeah, he just about went down on that knee, but was able to keep his balance and then all the way across. He ran about 50 yards for that 22-yard touchdown.
Nice run by Benny here. Not exactly what it was designed, but he cut that back nicely. So 18-0 here in favor of the Gophers. We are at zeros, but we'll get the extra or the actual conversion off. Ross Stairs going to come in and try to kick this one. Actually, it looks like Simon Erding holding.
Hey, she's good.
Up and good, and we once again, the long line of Erdings for the holds. And we'll see what we had for, and it looks like we have a flag on the field.
Oh, looks like we're going to have to retry.
Well, we'll back Ross up and see if he can.
Illegal formation.
Mason Creeder snapping. Good leg there from Ross, and it is good. Nicely executed there. That'll make it 19-0. I thought my Preston math was correct, and it was actually. So, yeah, 19-0 in favor of the Gophers. We move to the second quarter. Kind of a little bit of drawn-out affair there in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, the Gophers threw the ball. Let's see, Carson was 5 of 7 with the 3 touchdown passes there in the first quarter. So, and you get the 3 scores, so that kind of stops the clock too.
Yeah, we'll just an announcement here for Tuesday night game here, or Monday night rather, when we had to cancel the rest of that night of volleyball against Cannon Falls because of the condensation in the gym. But I believe EB said that was September 16th. They're gonna play the rest of that one. So they were up 2-0 in that. They've been thus far, like Scott Schmaltz mentioned here, 2-0, and just been really fun to watch so far.
Another update on that 9-man game. Leroy came back and scored, so they now lead at 7-6 over the Kingsland Knights.
That is, boy, that's going to be a fun matchup tonight, though. Leroy here is co-opt with Lyle Pacelli, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Nice kick return up the middle, just about to the 40-yard line. I think that was number
13. Tobin
13?
McMahon tripped him up there before he could really get going.
Yep. But a nice job just going hard right up the gut and getting what you can get. They'll take over with great field position just about to the 40. About as close to the 40 as you can get. Wide out on either side, slot back. They're going to go in motion behind the back, and he's going to get the pitch. Oh, nice job
job,
stretching
Benny.
that out. Ben Carrier.
Wow.
Whew.
Good read there, Ben Carrier. Just came in like a missile. And nowhere to go there for Christensen.
And that's one of those there. If you can get some kind of a seal on that end, usually you can take care of that linebacker. But Benny did such a nice job of getting upfield and into the backfield on that play. So second down and about 15. Back to pass through the middle, and it went home. I think.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there by the Gophers. Small little window there to try to thread that ball in there, so that came up incomplete. Expect probably another pass here, 3rd and 15. We'll see if they don't go back to Keegan Knutson. He's got their one reception there and was able to shake off a tackle.
Back to pass once again. They're going to get flushed out. Ethan Cole just about gets him. And yeah, there he is.
Oh, nice job there. Good route to come back, help out his quarterback, and a nice job there. Adam Rowe just getting out of the pocket and did get tackled or sacked there by Ethan Cole. They got 10 yards, but just short of the first down.
So 4th and 6. Yeah, like you mentioned, that was a really nice job coming back for that ball. Work back to help your quarterback out.
Into the game, 79, Caleb Austin.
Snap back. Pretty good punt. Good. Whoa. Muffed just a bit, but nice coverage there. Kaysen had to go down and pick that up, go back a second time for it. So the Gophers take over with probably their worst field position so far here tonight.
Yeah, their own 44. Oh, excuse me. They hadn't quite changed the 29-yard line.
Well, still not too bad though. But real nice kick coverage there, or punt coverage rather. Gophers start off. Going to pull everybody in tight here. Ben Carrier in motion. He's going to get the handoff. Boy, we're going to get nice gainer. Ben's still on his feet.
Well, should be about 9.5 yards. But the flag thrown in the backfield.
And we have some motion here on the Gophers. We didn't have enough people set. There we go.
So the Gophers' first penalty, or excuse me, their second one, because they had one on that extra point.
Well, still first down for the Gophers. Little longer, obviously. 1st and 15. Carson's going to take it himself. Get upfield. Still on his feet. And she's a foot race right now, and he's going to get caught at about the 25-yard line of the Wingers.
Yeah, that's 50 yards there for Carson Rowland on a good fake, and then around the end, found that seam and got up there. Nice job there by Red Wing to run him down.
Yeah, I see Goob here doing the stats, and he's got one of the grandkids in the backpack again. Boy, a nice, tough run. That's going to be a 10-yard runner, actually 11-yard gain.
Yeah, he carried a defender there for about 4 yards to get that first down.
So clock's going to keep rolling here with about 8:45 to play in this first half. Gophers up 19-0 and threatening once again. Had a really nice seal on that right side here for Carson to just get through that hole.
Oh, might have got a face mask there. But
yeah.
He was able to spin out of that.
Tobin McMahon coming around on that run. And we'll see. I can't remember. Is high school just an automatic first down there? It's
I believe so.
The inadvertent 5-yard versus the 15-yard isn't in play here, I don't think.
First and goal from the 4 on that personal foul face mask penalty.
So Cole Remaker in there at running back right now. He's going to get the handoff to the left side. And he'll get a couple of yards. He'll be shy of the goal line. The Gophers still can get another first down here. $7:30 to play. Reset the back. And we're going to go just about the same thing. Looks like we're going to pick up the first down, though. And it'll be first and goal from about the half-yard line.
Short of the end zone, but enough for that first down. So I think they'll go right back to it.
And we'll just sneak up through the middle with Carson Rowland. And that'll be a touchdown for the Gophers with 7:05 to play. They go up 25-0. There is a flag on the play. Got a pseudo color run over there in the student section with talc.
Little talcum. And it looks like we got a player down for Red Wing.
Trainers that work these high school games and college events as well. But if you're a trainer, you don't get a whole lot of a ton of days off once nutrition and keeping everyone on the right track as well.
Well, another team in our section, Lewiston, looks like they were defeated by Goodhue 28-0 as they started their game a little bit earlier than the rest of us.
Yeah, they got a bit in last night, and then the rain came. They started a little early last night anyway, and then they still got rained out, and they played the rest of it here this, I think, was it 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock they started and finished that up. So Red Wing player is going to come off, little help from his friends and teammates.
Oh, we'll see what the penalty was.
Yeah, with a dive like that, there's just so much going on in the middle. It's hard to tell what.
So the Gophers penalized for an unsportsmanlike conduct on number 62, Mitchell Hinckley. So the score does count.
Got our friend and colleague there, Chris Dornack, checking in with us. And also a shout out here to Rocky Burnett and Dennis Geechee tonight. I'm sure they're watching. They're usually our guy on the polls here. Until we get things set up, we'll give them a couple of weeks off.
I'll give them a week off,
yeah. Yeah, Rocky said he was going to call in and critique, which is fine. Ross Stair to, again, attempt this extra point. Good snap back up and
got it.
Good. So Chatfield here with that extra point takes a 26-0 lead. 7:05 to play in this second quarter.
Yeah, Carson Rowland been a part of every touchdown. He's got 3 throwing touchdowns and 1 on the ground, that last one from a yard out.
Benny the Bull will be in to kick off once again. Sean Kirchner is going to be in the middle there, playing that gunner spot here, just going down and seeking out whoever he can find. He just he had a birthday today. Well, all day. He didn't have a birthday. He has a birthday today. Turned 16, so...
yeah, they give you the full 24 hours on your birthday.
Good high kick here. Going to be taken at about the 30-yard line. They're going to string him out. Thane Shields going to get just enough of his jersey to slow him down. He's going to come back the other way. Good return. Nice running.
Yeah, nice job there. That was number 4, Keegan Knutson.
Yeah, Knutson's been very active tonight. So taking over a very nice field position at the 43-yard line is Red Wing. 6:53 to play here. First half. Back motion, quick hitter out there. Tried to cut it back. Well, a little
nice,
sea of humanity moving there.
It was a nice pursuit there by the Gophers to get over there quickly, but they were able to get the momentum going forward, picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, it looked like we had that stopped up pretty close to behind the line of scrimmage. And like you said, they really did a nice job pushing through there and gets 4 yards on first down. Going to try to get wide again. Going to get probably a yard down the play. It'll make it 3rd down and 5.
So 3rd down and 6. Wingers just looking to pick up a couple of first downs on one of these series.
Well, 3rd down are pretty manageable here, and the clock is going to keep running. Red Wing will take a timeout.
First-year head coach Brent Stinson didn't like what he saw there, so called a timeout.
And we mentioned here, Brent Stinson here, with Kingsland. I don't know how many years ago that's been now.
Probably at least 5
Yeah.
years ago. Was a teacher and also coached.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the sun down here, not a cloud in the sky at Burnett's Field.
Yeah, much nicer today than it was yesterday for Hudson's first game of the year, the 7th grade.
Yeah.
At about 4 o'clock, it was still extremely humid. At least there was a little bit of a breeze.
Yep.
But the Gophers were fired up, and the opening kickoff, John Tiki takes it down the sideline to the house for a touchdown.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Mr. Schumacher and he are pretty quick once they hit the edge. So I think they're probably dealing with quite a few smaller kids in 7th grade now this year, aren't they?
Yeah, we're not huge. Small, and we got a little bit of speed.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stand-up here on the line. I think that's the...
Yeah, looking for that seam route. Just kind of kept backing up without really setting his feet to try and get that zip on it. So 4th down, we'll see. Looks like they're going to bring in.
And they are going to punt. I'd kind of like to see them not go away from Knutson on that edge and hit that quick out. He's been able to make a couple of guys miss and, basically it's a quick run to the outside for, 4 to 6 yards.
Boy, nice job. I see who was in there.
Ben Carrier came on the outside.
So our first turnover of the evening. I guess we didn't recover that, so I guess I wouldn't call that a fumble, just sacked him. So still turnover free.
Yes. Yet overall it's been a pretty clean game. Like you mentioned earlier, you're never 100% sure what you're going to get right off the bat, and everyone's got to kind of shake those cobwebs off. I mean, they had a scrimmage last weekend, but a little different story here. Fake, back to pass. Garton's going to evade the rush.
Boy, nice throw
outside,
on the
Mason
run.
Crater.
Crater with the good hands there.
We had a flag on the play, so I don't know if we got a hold on the outside. We had a motion penalty on the Gophers, and that'll negate that. Nice drag route, though, by Mason Crater coming across here. And Carson stepped up in the pocket and hit him nicely on the run.
Somebody must not be up on the line prior to the snap, because they said they had 5 men in the backfield.
Well, they've been having Ben coming that motion around the backside. Do you think he gets too far up into it and Johnson back in at running back, and a good job stuffing things up by the wingers. They were not falling for that thing up the middle that time.
Yeah, nothing there for Johnston. Chase Johnston, 9 carries, 41 yards in this first half. Still 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play.
Back to pass, Carson Rowland. Oh, really nice play. There's Knutson again.
There he is. Knutson, the senior for Red Wing, having a pretty good game.
Really good job here getting his hips turned around and going after that ball. Just about picked it off. Well, 3rd and 14, and boy, that's a route that they just love to run down the seam to Ben. Carson's going to run it to the outside around that right side, and he'll get stopped up and hit hard. Still on his feet, however, didn't go down.
Yeah, he worked hard there for, he might have picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, he was stood up on the outside. I thought someone was really going to come and get a shot in on him, but he shook out of that tackle and got a few out of it. Still a long way to go for the Gophers. Ethan Eichhoff resets to this left side. Back to pass once again. Good protection.
Oh,
They're going to
nice
find
catch.
Ben Carrier. Good catch.
Oh, and they're going to say no catch on the ground. And I don't have replay, so I can't say if it was caught or if it was dropped.
Yeah, the official in the middle called a catch here, but guy came off the sideline and said that it hit the ground, it looked like. But boy, nicely thrown ball there, and Benny laid out. Just about had her.
Couple of big penalties in that series. We had the nice pass play over to, who was that? Early made the nice catch. Mason Creeder.
Mason Creeder had, probably about a 20-plus yard pickup to get the first down, and then was called back. Well, 4:14 to play in this first half. Gophers up 26-zip here, but Red Wing gets the ball back. They're going to come up the middle. Good little stutter step to get a few yards.
Ethan Cole down the line.
Yeah,
he
hit
put
hard
a
coming
smash.
back. Stuff when you put that foot in the ground and cut to the other side and you're not sure what's coming back at you. Well, clock keeps running here. Want to just mention here one of our alumni, Sam Becker, had his first game of the year with Mankato. They ended up taking, I think, a 2-score game at Northwest Missouri State. Sam had 100-plus yards in that game. That was a number 13 versus a 22 matchup. So a good Division II game to start the year.
I was following along on live stats on that game, and it looked like Mankato kind of had it in hand in that fourth quarter, but the next thing you know, they're only ahead by 1 score.
I think it was 26-zip at one time, or 26-9, and then I talked to Drew again because he was watching the game, and he said, no, we're getting there. So it was a 1-score ball game with, I think, 6 minutes to play yet. But yeah, good to see him playing at that level. And Isaac Stevens, I think, has his first game, either that or a big scrimmage tomorrow at Coe College. So, and Caden Nolte up at Concordia St. Paul, and I'm not sure if they're in play this weekend or not.
Yeah, a lot of Southeast Minnesota football players around. Senior out at North Dakota, Navratil.
Yeah, Josh Navratil from Pine Island. Yep.
He's a linebacker. And then Keegan Ryan, I think, is a freshman wide receiver with North Dakota also.
Yep. And we've got Poncelet. Is he?
That's where he went. I don't know if he got redshirted or where he's at.
Quite possible there. You get a guy that's he's 6'5", 6'6", and well, maybe not that. That was our QB that was that tall, but he's probably 6'3", and they probably threw on another 25 pounds on him. And back to pass once again. He's gonna pitch that one back, and
yeah, just trying to make a play there, I think. and just had no time to let that play develop.
Going to get a timeout on the field. And it'll be a Chatfield timeout. I didn't know if they're going to take an official's timeout for something, but when we come back, it'll be 4th down for the Wingers and deep in their own territory. And another football-related note here in southeast Minnesota I wanted to mention here just recently here within the last couple of weeks, Del Elston, longtime coach of Harmony, passed away, and just a great guy, character. Had some really good ball clubs. He's just a good guy, though. I think tonight they're having a celebration there at Del Elston Field. Their field is named after him, aptly. Thank goodness it is. But they'll have something, I believe, at the golf course either after tonight or sometime this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So
did he coach both the Harmony Cardinals and the Fillmore Central Falcons? Is he part of both?
I think he had the first couple of the Fillmore Central, yeah. But boy, he had a 1984 state championship team here with a lot of guys that I grew up with over in Harmony, close by. So he had just so many great years on the gridiron, and he coached basketball and did so much, summer rec stuff over there. Just a big figure in sports in the Harmony area. One of the original Maple Leaf coaches down there.
Maple Leaf.
Yep, back in the day.
That takes you back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, back to action here. Punt took the Gophers. They're going to get the ball back at the 46-yard line, or 47 rather. We'll see if there's one thing here, Lance, like you mentioned here in the last series, a couple of big penalties to thwart our progress a bit on that last drive. It's just those little things to clean up here.
Yeah, definitely correctable penalties that they committed.
Back to pass once again. Lofting her over the top, and coming back for that one is Chase Johnson. Had the wheel route. Nice catch there by Chase.
Yeah, nice job. Just lofting that one up in the air. Nice little touch there. Carson rolling on that throw. And even though he had to come back just a slight bit, it was still open, and nice catch there by Chase Johnson.
Yeah, very nice job lofting that one up there, and Chase just went out immediately on that wheel route. And fakes that handoff, going to come hard up the middle. Mason Creeder can't make the catch, and we'll see, did he take a shot coming back? Looked like pretty good coverage right away, and I don't know if somebody came in and well, awaiting our penalty here. We've got a little conference going on with the officials.
Oh, targeting.
So a targeting penalty. I was wondering, he kind of had to come back for that ball and must have.
Yeah, sometimes you can get flagged for that. You don't necessarily mean to do anything malicious, but just the way the ball ends up coming to the wide receiver and the angle that you got, you just get put in a bad position sometimes.
Yeah, it's really tough to stop yourself. Well, another nicely lofted pass over to the corner. It's going to be incomplete.
He had him in and out of his hands.
Like Ben Carrier was running there toward the pylon. Good pass over there from Carson. Has shown he's put some nice air under those balls tonight. He's not trying to rocket them over there. You can't do that. So he's put some nice loft on it and just taking that receiver out to the corner like he's supposed to. Put a little slant route on the outside to Kaysen. Get that outside release. Direct snap to Chase Johnson. Going to get just enough of a chip on the outside. Oh.
Yeah, and one of the things our wide receivers do really well, and that's been for the last however many years, is they block well downfield.
Yep. Yeah, I think well, Mitchell Hinckley was pulling on that play, and I think they wanted a hold on the outside, and we're probably going to get a sideline penalty, I think. We had a little conversation going on between the official and the sideline. And that one apparently was picked up. Well, it'd be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Roster will come in to kick this. 32-0 in favor of the Gophers. 1:49 to play in this first half. Snaps back. Down. Good. Roster.
Ross. It's 4 for 4 because he had to kick it twice that first time.
Yep. Well, like Kingpin, we do everything 1.5 times. So that's a ubiquitous movie reference here that somebody will get along the way.
So 3 touchdowns in that first quarter, all by the pass. 2 touchdowns here in the second quarter, both by runs. So spreading out the play calling.
Yeah, I think they really kind of started to get their feet underneath them just a bit. First quarter, first few series or a couple series here, they ran well, but really had to kind of shake the rust off a bit. So Ben Carrier to kick off once again for the Gophers. And we'll get a flag. Gophers were going to get 15 yards here. Ben put it into the end zone with that penalty tacked on.
Re-kick it with an extra 5 yards.
We'll re-kick. Well, we'll see if we can't get word down to Ben here. If you can put this through the uprights, Benny. So what do you think his teammates are telling him now? If you don't put this in the end zone, Carrier,
kick it to the fans. But don't hit the camera.
Correct. Yeah. Don't miss the huddle camera. We got Blake over there. He'll catch everything. Or is that Blake? No, I don't think it is actually.
I think that's Courtney. Blake might be up in the booth. More whistles. All righty, now we're ready to go. Let it rip.
Short kick taken here just about the 5-yard line. Knutson once again going to work his way to the outside. A row rather. So Creeder and Patton in on that tackle on the kick coverage. Well, 1:43 to play in this first half here, Lance, and been kind of a long half, quite honestly, here. A lot of action.
Well, there wasn't a lot of penalties in that first quarter. The second quarter's really slowed everything down. Most teams are probably through halftime and started their third quarter. We're just looking to get to halftime.
Oh, yeah, and sacked here by Ethan Cole. Also, a lot of pressure up there from Jackson Bernard as well. Whew.
Yeah, not only is Ethan fast, but he's also got that reach.
He's got
arms, just the length. Tough to get around him.
He's definitely got a wingspan on him, that's for sure. Yeah, looks like we're playing Jakey in at nose guard on this possession. Ethan out there at this tackle. And there's going to be a run up the middle. Gets past the first line. It's going to be Chase Johnston who's going to come up and hit him there for the first shot. Or actually Carson Rowland, rather. Gophers are going to take a timeout. Can't take them with you, I guess.
Yep.
Well, that's a 33-0 lead at halftime here. What do you tell the guys at halftime here, Gopher-wise?
Well, we got one unsportsmanlike penalty. You just don't need anything like that in the second half. You don't want to lose anybody for next week. Just play your game, be disciplined, come out. We'll probably put in some new players and rotate them in different positions, so everybody should have a shot to improve.
Yep. Yeah, coming out of here healthy here in this ball game would be great. And we are at St. Charles next week. Not sure where they're at. I don't think they have a ton of size.
Yeah,
again.
I
yeah.
think trying to think who they're playing tonight.
And we're going to get encroachment once again here. Well, actually a false start. So 3rd and 22, deep in their own territory, and
yeah, St. Charles playing Pine Island tonight. They're down 23-0.
Oh, hard shot on the backside. I think that was Mitchell Hinckley. Came off the backside. Woo.
Yeah, Mitch Hinckley.
Whew.
To force that ball out of the quarterback's hands, and they were able to recover that. But what a shot there by Hinckley.
Yeah, blind side, and he just came in there 110 miles an hour. And so if you got out to the Hinckleys here a couple weeks ago and got some of Mitchie's sweet corn.
Sweet corn.
Very good sweet corn here. And 5 seconds to play. We're going to time out from Red Wing. That'll be their second timeout. we'll see.
We're slowly getting there. We got
we're getting there.
5 seconds.
I
to
tell you
go.
what, if Smalley were here, he'd be through the third quarter already,
Yeah.
because he was. Yeah, so like you mentioned here, St. Charles up in Pine Island. I'm not sure what Pine Island even has this year. They were down last few years here. They got a couple of good-sized players here. That Blake Schultz is actually NDSU bound, I believe.
Cannon Falls 42-0 over Zumbrota Mazeppa. That's at halftime.
Mm-hmm. Kason Johnson back at about the 35-yard line. And for Red Wing here, you just want to get this snap off and get this punt away.
Snap and kick. There you go.
Good high punt.
And that does it.
And that's all she wrote here for the first half. And Lance, if you've got any stats ready,
quickly, Gophers rushing the ball as a team. 21 carries, 115 yards. They've got 1 touchdown on the ground. Passing, Carson Rowland, 6 of 11 for 111 yards. He has 3 touchdown passes. Rushing quickly, Carson Rowland, 7 carries, 61 yards, and that touchdown. Chase Johnston has a touchdown. He's got 10 carries, 47 yards. Cole Raymaker, 3 carries, 2 yards. Tobin McMahon, 1 carry for 5. Receiving, Ben Carrier, 3 catches, 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kason Johnson, 2 catches, 23 yards, and a touchdown. And Chase Johnston on the wheel route for 40 yards. For Red Wing, they've 3 of 4 passing for 15 yards. Wesley Christensen has 5 yards rushing. Adam Rowe, 8 yards. And receiving, Keegan Knutson, 2 catches for 17. And Brock Jawuski has 1 catch for 5.
So yeah, Gophers go into halftime here up 33-0. But like you mentioned, you got to come out with hair on fire a little bit here in that second half. You hate to come out with that little bit of a lull in the third period because at some point, or it's guaranteed at some point, you're going to have to play a full 4 quarters. So you need to come out and exert your will right after half and go from there. But we go to halftime. Gophers up 33-0, and I believe Red Wing will get the ball to start the second half. We'll be back with second half action after this. Hey, welcome back, Gopher fans. Andy O'Connor along with Lance Boehm and Rick Irish. Well, we go to the second half here. Gophers up big in this first half, 33-0 here, with big plays in the pass to the outside from Carson Rowland here to multiple receivers in the first half.
Yeah, and the Gophers just taking advantage of some great field position, too, in that first half.
Wow, nice return.
Isaac Wiles.
Going to take over just past the 40-yard line, it looks like. Really nice return. Just turned down the jets and went right up the gut. Well, looks like the same defense in there for the Gophers out of the halftime break.
False start, 5 yards.
So they will back it up and still good field position. Back to the 35, however, first and 15.
Well, finding room to run for the Wingers was a tough task there in that first half. The Gophers really getting after things, especially that defensive line there, breaking things up. Ethan Cole, Jake Stevens, and Mitch Hinckley.
Yeah, they just didn't have a chance to get things really rolling. Just so much penetration up the middle and back to pass. Nice pass. Wow, he was about to get hit just as he threw that. Got it away. Nice looking pass, though.
Yeah, one of the bright spot there for the Wingers in that first half was Keegan Knutson. He had a couple of catches and a couple of good defensive breakups. And right there, he had the steps. Just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, wow, that came out of there. That was a really nice tight spiral, and he had to kind of short arm it there to get it out there. Had pressure in his face. I think it was Mitchell that came through. So 2nd and 15 for the Wingers. In motion, snaps down. They're going to pick it up, but still on his feet in the backfield. And we'll see who got him back there.
Looks like number 16, Hunter Greeley, picked that ball up for Red Wing.
So that was Weston Nolte on the stop. He got in there, and we had a jailbreak up the middle, and we had everybody coming through the gaps on that play. That's a couple of snaps here that back coming around the backside has had to pick up for the Wingers here tonight.
Well, the temperature has cooled down, so
I'm
guessing there's getting to be a little bit of dew out on the field, so that will make things more slick.
Well, 3rd down and Dover. And pressure from the backside. Jake Stevens trying to get to him. Boy, a nice bullet out, and then let's see if he did catch that one on the sideline. Nice shot there. They're going to pick up about 10 yards on the play. Still going to be 4th down and 10 for the Wingers. There we go. We're back. Well, Tobin McMahon back deep for the Gophers, and Kason Johnson as well. And we're going to get a timeout from Red Wing. And now it's turned away. I don't know if we were trying to get somebody back onto the field for Red Wing.
Yeah, it was a quick timeout there, so I think personnel-wise, I don't think they had what they wanted out on the field.
And like you mentioned here, we got a little dew there, and the official's going to come out with a towel and make sure all the balls are dry for the players. Still 23-0 in favor of Pine Island.
And Leroy is ahead of Kingsland 21-12 at halftime.
Great matchup there. Snaps back and good. High punt. Kayson's going to take it. Little stutter step, going to get to the outside. Block from Ben Carrier, and we've got a flag in the middle of the field. Really good field position, but that one's going to come back, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a hold or a block in the back. Thrown over there by the mysterious number 75.
And we'll see. It's a little bit of talking here with the officials in the middle of the field, but and we do have to remember here we've got officials here probably working one of their first games of the year, so they're getting back into shape as well.
Yeah, speaking of getting back in shape, neighbor Jay, who's an official, has got a bad knee, so he's still working the kinks out there to get back onto the field.
Yeah, he's actually been with the same crew for quite a few years, hasn't he? We'll see if he can get his bowling game back on track with that leg, so that's coming up. It looks like we're going to have some type of an official timeout on the field. Going to figure this one out. So we have a personal foul here on Red Wing, and he has been ejected from this game. We also have a penalty on the Gophers, but I believe it was unsportsmanlike, correct?
Yeah.
We got tangled up there, and
well, number 65 has been disqualified, so apparently they said he was punching.
Well, it's usually the second guy that gets caught in situations like that. But we're gonna have great field position once again at the Red Wing 40-yard line. And we have Cole Raymaker in at
Yeah, it looks like Cole Raymaker will be the QB for the Gophers here.
Back to pass.
Oh, he had him. And that was Carson coming out of the backfield.
So as you mentioned here, we wanted to kind of switch things up just a bit, and Carson back playing running back here a bit for the Gophers. Second and 10 here for Chatfield, up 33-0, 9:52 to play in this third quarter. Quick out to Ben Carrier, goes up to get that one. Going to shake a tackle, and going to be very close. Well, no, he's not going to get the first down, but a good 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, there's that name, Keegan Knutson, on the tackle for the Wingers.
He's been incredibly active on both sides of the ball. Back to reset. Ethan Eichhoff in motion. We're going to roll to the left side and get it out into the flat. And there's going to be a penalty in the backfield after the pass. Well, it seemed pretty close to him getting that off. That's what I'd term a little bit of a ticky-tack.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to Cole, just kind of seeing he had the jump pass going there. And
so half the distance to the goal, so backed up to the end zone and again. Just some unfortunate penalties for Red Wing here. Well, clock starts to run here, 33-0 in favor of Chatfield. Back to pass once again. Cole Raymaker's going to get flushed out. Good job here. He's going to get sacked a few yards behind the line of scrimmage. Or actually more than that.
Yeah, good push up front there by the Wingers.
And probably a little bit to work on in pass protection. Red Wings done a pretty nice job of flooding those gaps and getting some pressure. There's that little jump pass once again, complete out to the outside for nearly a first down to Ethan Eichhoff.
Yeah, nice little play there. Ethan Eichhoff catching that pass, getting downfield close to the first down, but not quite. 12-yard gain.
Took a little bit of a hesitation and then went out. Just a real quick hitter out into the flat. Inside handoff, Carson Rowland. Touchdown, Gophers. Wow, and a nice block out of the end zone by Jake Stevens.
Take his guy right to, he's going to go set him down there and say hi to the fans.
Well, they must be out of powder down there. No celebration after that one. Well, Ross Stair back to kick once again. 39-0 in favor of the Gophers. Ooh. Snaps back and just took a little bit of time there, a little hesitation from Ross. No good, but still 39-0 in favor of the Gophers with 7:12 to play in this third quarter. And Lance, good job here by the offense coming out in that first drive out of the gates.
Yeah, just like we talked about, stay disciplined, keep executing well, and keep the gas going. And we scored another one, so 39-0, and I can't remember at what point does it start become running time.
Is it, I think, fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, that first 5 minutes, that second half here has been a little slow. We had a few penalties, stoppage of plays, some incomplete passes, and just was Ben Carrier to kick. Line drive is going to come to the up back. Another nice return and hit at the 40-yard line and drove back to the 38. Benny the Bull with the tackle there.
So it looks like we got a few changes maybe on the defensive line there. Aiden Miner came out there. Caleb Austin.
Yeah, let's see.
75. Not sure who that is.
Thane Shield in on this outside over here. Ryan Eichhoff in a safety position. Kaysen's still in there. Good burst to the outside, and that's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards, I believe.
Yeah, number 16, Hunter Greeley, with a nice gain of 6 yards.
So Weston's still in there at the linebacker position along with Chase Johnston. So at this point here, Lance, up 39-0 Gophers. This lineup is these reps at the varsity level. You can't replace them.
No,
it's very valuable. Quick hitter is going to be good for a first down for the Wingers.
So I've finally figured out number 75 is Gage Anderson, who is listed as number 87 in the program. So
oh, okay.
We'll get you in there now, Gage.
Gage, and that was a kid I think Coach Johnson been working on for a couple of years. It's a pretty good-sized kid. He must have moved him to line. Relatively new to football, I believe.
Oh, nice job up the middle. Is that
and
Weston Nolte there?
Yeah.
Come up from the middle linebacker position and make a hit on the running back.
So if you're Red Wing, what you're trying to do here, just get something positive going for the second half. Want to get a good feeling about what's going on the offensive side of the ball for the rest of the ball game. Quick out once again, and that one is incomplete. Clock will stop with 4:50 to play in this third quarter. Third and 9 for Red Wing. And just assuming they might be in 4-down territory here at this point in the ball game. Backside rush coming.
Oh.
Picked off at the middle, Kaysen Johnson. He's going to cut back.
Yeah, just go down there, Kaysen.
Yep. Well, we had someone bearing down from the other side, and he was about ready to cut back. And
yep.
Oof.
And it's always hard for the right-handed quarterback running to your left to try and bring your body back to square and fire it down there. Looks like he might have just kind of lost his aim there and hung out there. And Kaysen Johnson, playing center field, made the pick.
Gophers take over. We'll call it the 41-yard line.
Caledonia beating Lourdes 13-0 in the third quarter.
That is at Lourdes, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Back to pass once again. He's going to sling it out, and that is Tobin McMahon on the outside. Good job converging.
Looked like he had caught it and then kind of looked upfield and then lost the grip. So it should be a catch, and it looks like Red Wing has recovered.
So Red Wing will take over.
first turnover for
Well,
the Gophers.
yeah, good job coming out and making that play. Boy, when Tobin caught that, I thought he had a lot of room to roam. Keegan Patton in the defensive backfield. And come with that crossbuck action back the other way. Ooh, nice job making that tackle.
Yeah, just tripped him up there.
Ethan Eichhoff on the tackle. Yeah, if Ethan doesn't make that play, I think he's got quite a ways.
A lot of green grass there that he could have ran to.
Bringing their formation quite a bit tighter than it was here in the first half. And quick out. Caught that one, but Gophers converged nicely. Knutson once again. Kean Daninger in on that. Jake Stevens will come back in at that right defensive end. And
Stevens, Caleb Austin, and Aiden Miner.
So Aiden's still kind of dealing with that shoulder. Good penetration. He's going to get the sack. Aiden Miner with a big sack there. And
yeah, nice job, Aiden. Got Aiden listed, I think, as 6'2". I didn't realize he was that tall, but you look at him out there, by gosh, I think he's all 6'2".
Greeley's going to be back to punt. Ryan Eichhoff back to receive. High snap, but he's going to get this one off. Ooh, just a good punt, though. And going to take a winger bounce and go out of bounds.
A lot of work here for the Gophers.
Right at the 5-yard line. Well, probably a smart move by Ryan. There's not much he could do with the way that ball bounced toward the sideline. He doesn't want to try to pick it up and fumble down there at the 5.
So we got Cole Raymaker. He'll probably go back in there and play QB, and Ezra Shield checks into the game, number 10. Looks like he's going to be, Ezra's going to be the running back.
Well, I think he's probably got a little speed in him, doesn't he?
Thane Shield there on the far side, wide receiver.
It's a real quick hitter up the gut. What a pretty nice pickup there on first down. Give yourself some breathing room down there toward the end zone. Coming up on 1:30 to play in this third quarter, 39-0 in favor of the Gophers. Ooh, boy, he had that slant if you wanted it. Just had to throw it.
Let him a little bit too much there.
So 3rd and 6 for the Gophers. Big hello to Mr. Jeremy Stevens tonight. He's roaming the sidelines. Actually looking pretty stately this evening.
He's got a good stride going.
He does, doesn't he? Quick hitter outside.
Oh, nice block out in
Daninger
front
gets
there.
it.
And it's going to be close.
Ooh. And they're going to call that 4th down. That's really close. And the Gophers haven't punted yet tonight. And they're going to stay on the field with their offensive unit. And Cole with a hard count, and Red Wing comes across.
I think we're going to get a false start.
Did he? One of those that you just would kind of like get under center, and you in the center are the ones that talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody else. Just
many years of trying to get that to work in youth football.
With the silent count and just the tap and go. Yeah. Usually the ball comes flying back over the QB's head. And looks like we're going to try to get a little bit of activity, but we're probably going to call a timeout. Or a pooch punt. And we'll get the timeout from the Gopher sideline.
Well, Bill Benson down there on the sideline taking some photographs and keeping stats. Looks like the same crew on the chain gang again this year. I seen Timmy D down there.
Matt Opat made a stop up to talk to us earlier before we got going.
Half price on the hamburgers and hot dogs.
Let's go.
Go ahead and come on down and get yourself a half price dog.
Raymaker with the punt. Carson Vandewalker in the game on that well, from the Gopher 36-yard line, the Wingers are going to try to put this one in the end zone. 5 seconds to go in this third quarter. Two wideouts to this side. We'll see if they get try to get a quick hitter out and right up the gut. Really nice game.
Formation there, number 10 on the carry, Isaac Wiles.
Owen Collette in there on the tackle. And the third quarter comes to a close, 39-0 in favor of the Gophers, but Red Wing at the Gophers' 36-yard line now. Great field position for them as they try to get this one in the end zone. And that was a really nice play. There's just a quick blast here over tackle on the left side.
Yeah, just a quick hitter.
Well, we'll be able to open the windows tonight, and the AC is not going to be a question, I don't believe.
Yeah, it'll be a little chilly at that 8 o'clock tee-off time tomorrow morning.
Are you playing with Hutter?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm with Zaley.
Is it okay?
Caden's with Hudson.
That'll go well. You never know.
It always does.
You never know.
Everybody will be just peachy in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Caleb Ide tournament there, and that one's been full for years. That you can get into the adult kid tournament usually, but as far as the regular 4-person that goes on in the afternoon, no way.
She's packed. I think they might even let a few extra groups go in, so good for them.
27 or 30 probably, which is about capacity on that course. It's a little wild after that, but great tournament. So working some different players. Jakey Stevens playing at the nose position now.
Looks like Red Wing now has number 11, Calvin Nelson, in at quarterback.
And he's going to go on the option and get a couple of yards. Actually, just about 3 yards. Well, we'll call it 2 yards too. So 3rd and 8 for Red Wing. Jen and I made a trip up to Red Wing here 3 weeks ago. It was the same night that Creed was there at the casino. So it was packed.
I thought maybe you had to go get some boots.
Nope. We actually, just went up there on a whim just for the heck of it, and went to I believe the Home Plate Bar and Grill or the Home Plate Pub there right in their downtown. Nice downtown. I've never really been down there.
Yeah, we usually make a trip downtown when we go up and play in that youth baseball tournament, which they got just a great complex.
They did that right. Pass to the outside and a little too much there.
Just about hit Bill Benson there. He had his arms out.
Yeah, Webb couldn't get to that one. Yeah, he leads him into the end zone there. That's 6 points, I believe. So 4th and 8, they're obviously going to stay on the field. Well, Red Wing's going to go 3 wide to the far side, single back. 4th and 8. Back to pass. Going to swing it out to the side. Breaks a couple of tackles.
Oh, he does got a first down.
He's got a first down. So with just under 9 minutes to play on running time, Red Wing is knocking on the door here.
Boy, nice job there, Adam Rowe, just getting out of the pocket. He had Aiden Miner coming hard and found Brock Kajewski as he came back again to the ball and picked up the first down.
Great job slipping tackles on that outside. Really good at staying on his feet. Well, let's go for 9-yard line. They're going to run inside. Boy, that's going to be close. That's going to be a touchdown for the Wingers. And that'll make it 39-6 in favor of the Gophers. Everybody came upfield, and they just made the block they needed to spring them up the middle. Really to kick this one. Oh,
he's right-handed or right-footed.
Kick is up, and it is good. That'll make it 39-7. So with 8:19 to play, Red Wing is on the board. So a real nice drive from Red Wing here from the offense perspective. Their skill position players, good job, really good job of breaking tackles, and then just hard-nosed running up the gut.
Yeah, after not a lot of possessions for Red Wing in that third quarter, Gophers kind of slowly went down and scored in that first set. So we'll see what the Gophers bring back out onto the field for the offense.
Well, let's see here. Keegan Patton back to return along with, trying to see what number that is. If it's
looks like 4. Oh, that's, you saw Keegan. You're looking on the near side here.
It's near side here. First number is 2, but not sure who that is for sure. Well, how about a kickoff return for a touchdown, and we can. Good kick.
Thane Shield.
Thaner going to cut it back to the middle. Nice return from Thane.
Nice job, Thane.
Greeley in on the tackle, and Greeley's been all over the place there.
Head to the thigh pad. Yeah, it looks like we're going to keep Cole Raymaker back there and Ezra Shield as the running back.
Shield with a run up the middle, and he might have gotten a yard on that. No, and the half yard basically. They've got 8 guys there in about a 4-yard area, so you're gonna have a very difficult time up the gut.
Number 8, Owen Collette, will be your motion.
Yeah, we'll see if somebody can't get a seal block on the outside and get our spring a running back here. Good run from Cole Raymaker. Just about a gain of 5 yards, it looks like. Long 5. So 7 minutes to play here in this ball game. Gophers up 39-7. Just about at midfield. Raymaker flips it out to the outside. Ooh.
Owen kind of lost his footing there and jumped backwards a little bit.
Yes. Depleted at the same time. He kind of slipped, and offense will stay on the field. And we're going to pooch that one. And it will go out of bounds here just past the 30-yard line. Well, actually 32. So with 6:04 to play, we've got 39-7 in favor of the Gophers, and we'll see if that Gophers second team defense can just hold the line here. Carter Ross going to come in at safety. Really around the outside. Well, actually, not Greeley. It's
Adam Rowe.
Yeah, Rowe. Patton with the stop, but boy, they really had a nice seal on that side when they brought that runner back. First and 10, 46-yard line. From these young guys here, you just want to see that they're taking care of business and, you know.
A little miscommunication there between Rowe and Knutson.
Charlie Hepting also in on the defensive line. He's at the nose position. Trying to see who we got on the other side yet. Looks like that is 56, Carter Baldner, playing that other end. Ooh, good cut and shakes the tackle. Still on his feet past the 40-yard line up to about the 38-yard line of the Gophers.
Good strong run there, showing off some speed.
So another first down for Red Wing, and well, their offense showing a little
life
bit
here.
So just about 4 minutes to play after that first down, and Greeley really nice job of picking his way there and being real patient. Going to get to the outside once again, and that Adam Rowe again.
Like 78, Kane Larson going to come in and give Charlie a break.
Kaniak is going to be in at the nose position. Another first down for Red Wings, so found a little something they like to the outside. Clock still running, under 3 minutes to play. Single wide out to this side. Fairly tight formation for Red Wing here overall.
Just a draw up the middle. Looks like number 12, Sam Carrier here on the
Sammy
defensive backfield.
Sam Carrier. It's unbelievable. He's
sophomore.
He's here already. Second down for the Wingers. Ball on the ground.
Just kind of missed the the whole snap there. Fortunate for the wingers. An alert. Number 10 was right there on the spot, Isaac Wiles.
So 3rd and 7 for the Wingers, and clock running here, under 1:30 to play. Quick hitter out there, just too high.
Yeah, that is a tough throw for any high school quarterback. I think the best one I ever see through that was Owen King.
Yes.
He could really sling that ball on that type of pass. And his brother Noah could throw the ball that hard too.
Yeah, that's probably the best. Like you mentioned, that's probably the best. He could throw all those out patterns. It just was so natural for him. Clock ticking here, coming up on 35 seconds to play. Gophers lead this one 39-7. Back to pass. Gonna roll out. And he's gonna run out of bounds, but a nice play there.
14 seconds, and maybe a chance for a couple of plays. Oh, and I guess.
Yep, and we're still running.
That does it, I guess.
Well, that's the ball game here. Gophers take the opener of this 2024 season, 39-7, over the Red Wing Wingers, and some things to clean up, but some positives here on both sides of the ball. You know, like you mentioned earlier, some penalties we need to kind of take care of. That just isn't. They're not going to fly when you get into games that you really need to be a little bit more disciplined. But first game overall, good showing.
Yeah, not a bad job by the Gophers. Just kind of set the tone early with that offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage. Maybe even more so was the defensive side of the ball, where Red Wing had a hard time trying to establish a run and even to drop back and throw the ball. The Gophers' defense was pretty solid and pretty dominant in this matchup tonight.
Well, let's just run through some stats here, Lance.
Quickly, let's just go over the Gopher individual stats. 6 of 11 was Carson Rowland passing for 111 yards. He had the 3 touchdown passes. Running the ball, he was 8 carries for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns there. Chase Johnston, 10 carries for 47. Cole Raymaker, 6 carries for 7. Tobin McMahon had a carry for 5. Ezra Shield had a carry for a yard. Cole Raymaker was 3 of 4 passing for 25 yards. Ben Carrier had a couple of touchdown catches and 4 catches for 54 yards. Kason Johnson, a couple of catches for 23. He did have a touchdown. Chase Johnston caught that one for 40 yards. Ethan Eichhoff had a catch for 12. Kean Danager had one for 7. So overall, a pretty good offensive night, just spreading the ball around through the air and on the ground. Just a nice job for the Gophers. A good first victory of the season.
Yep, yeah, and they really mixed it in. I think once we get a little bit more consistency in the run game, it's going to be a tough group to stop. I think, and we got enough guys who've played had enough snaps here that know what the score is here and know what they need to do. They've got plenty of experience there. So next week, travel to St. Charles.
To St. Charles.
That's a trophy game in St. Charles. We've had that for the last few years, I think, last several years, which and I don't think any of these guys want to give that one up. But we'll be there. I'm not sure we'll be live or not. Probably just taping. That's what I'm guessing. But we'll talk to Mr. McCready and see what he has to say about that. But so Gophers take this one 39-7 over Red Wing for the win in the home opener of the 2024 season. We'll talk to you next week. For Lance Boyum and Rick Irish, I'm Andy O'Connor. Good night, all.